Okay, y'all. The police chief down in Montgomery just made an announcement, and this announcement was regarding three arrest warrants that have been issued. So, one person they already got in custody, and two others are supposed to turn themselves in. These are all three white males, by the way, and some of them already had outstanding warrants. Okay, so let's get into the story. So, arrest warrants have been issued for three men involved in the chaotic brawl at the riverfront dock in Montgomery, Alabama on Saturday. That was captured on video and involved in an array of punches, a chair to the head, and several people in the water. The fight stemmed from a dispute over a dockside parking spot at Riverfront Park between the crew of a large riverboat and the owners of a small private boat. This is according to the police chief of Montgomery, Darryl J. Albert. This is what he said at a Tuesday press conference. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video, and I'll be right back with the rest of my commentary.
The suspects thus far have been identified as Richard Roberts, white male, 48 years old, with two outstanding warrants for assault, third degree. Alan Todd, white male, 23 years old, one warrant for assault, third degree. And Zachary Shipman, white male, 25 years old, one warrant for assault, third degree. We have instructed those individuals to turn themselves into law enforcement, and as at this time, one is secured and in custody. The other two are set to turn themselves in within the next hour. We're also asking for Mr. Reggie Gray, the black male, 42 years old, who was seen wielding that folding chair, to contact the Montgomery Police Department for further interviews and as part of this investigation. As the mayor said a minute ago, this investigation is ongoing and more charges are likely.
Okay, y'all, you heard the video. You know, this should be listed as one of America's places to be, down there in Montgomery, in the riverfront, in front of the Harriet. So, you heard the police announce the charges for three white males. Richard Roberts, 48 years old, two counts of third degree assault. Alan Todd, 23 years old. Zachary Shipman, 25 years old. Each have been charged with one count. Albert said that the chief described the three as white men who were in connection of the private boat. So, I mean, just imagine if they would not have parked where the commercial boats were, none of this would have happened. It could have all been avoided. And then when they were told to move, they took offense to it and then jumped the security guard that was only trying to do their job. So, one of these males have already surrendered and they are in custody. Two expected to turn themselves in. So, ladies and gentlemen, the fight largely broke down along racial lines in the city. And that is the truth. That is the truth. So, investigators looked into whether it was enough evidence to charge for a hate crime or inciting a riot, but the actions did not meet the criteria. This is according to the police chief. It should have. Especially all of the ones that jumped on that security guard just for doing his job, telling them to move that pontoon boat that they had parked there. You know, I don't see how you can't charge for hate crimes. All right. It had to be about 6, 7 of them on one black man. So the police chief is also asking, and we call him the chairman, the one that was swinging the folding chair, to contact police for further questioning. All right. So he did not announce a warrant for the chairman, not so far. But the GoFundMe is still out there, y'all. So the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency in Montgomery District Attorney's Office and local FBI were all consulted on the charges, according to Albert. In all, 13 people were detained, questioned for several hours on Saturday before being released. So everybody that they apprehended on Saturday was released. Now, you notice how good the policing was down there. Nobody got shot. No one got tased. There's no cops screaming they feared for their life. There's no police standing at the podium pandering and shuffling and jiving and making stuff up about the cop that did something wrong. You don't see none of that happening. All right. And then you don't see the cops go overboard, running to get the canines, running with riot gear on, making a big grand finale out of it. You notice those cops didn't do that? They didn't do none of the typical things that we see all the time. All right. Nobody making, grabbing up and apprehending a bunch of innocent people. You didn't see none of that happen, like you see on any given day in America with other police departments. You know what? Y'all need to take a page from the Montgomery Police Department, because apparently they do decent police work when the rest of you do not. So let's get back to it, y'all. So you heard what he said. He wants to ensure that the public understands that we put everything that we had into making sure that the right charges were presented, and these folks will face the appropriate charges and their day in court. So, Chief Darryl J. Albert, this is how he addressed the media. You know, isn't it nice to see a cop addressing the media without making up excuses for a bunch of unruly cops? Because that's what we see from a lot of the other police chiefs. They always making up six. Oh, we are still investing. We got to investigate ourselves. We're going to investigate ourselves, and then come back in 2 weeks and say we find no wrongdoing. Yeah, see, that's how them folks do policing. This really makes you look like a disgrace. For real. So, anyway, y'all, the incident began on a Saturday when the Harriet 2 riverboat carrying 227 passengers was attempting to dock. And that area where that pontoon boat they parked there, that is reserved for the riverboats. So nobody else can park there at all, like them folks did, right? You can't park there. So that's how it all got started. And we saw what happened. And if you were on my live stream, you would have seen what happened, along with other very good YouTube channels that broadcast the same video. All of the videos that I have seen out on YouTube, just doing the rounds on each channel, are very good. The commentary is very good. The people are really putting it out there, and I love it. I love what I'm seeing. I love the energy that people are putting behind the videos that they are showing on this issue. So, y'all, you're going to have to tell me what you think about this latest update, and a shout out to True Royal for sending me this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.